Movie notes on Philadelphia, 1993 film, 21 August 2025 viewing. Here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, talk through my movie notes for my Thursday, 21 August 2025 viewing of the 1993 film Philadelphia, which is a fiction film about a homosexual man who works as a lawyer, contracts AIDS, gets an official medical diagnosis, gets fired after being framed for workplace negligence by coworkers, and pursues justice in the legal system in the form of a discrimination/harassment lawsuit with the assistance of another lawyer. Yeah, so essentially, you know, it's some big deal, prestigious law firm. He's a lawyer. He gets this complaint kind of thing, written document done, puts it on a desk, and then somebody like frames it like he didn't turn it in. And even though he did. And then, of course, you know, somebody finds something at the last minute, but, like, he really shouldn't have acted like that. So they go and fire him. But, like, behind the scenes shows that they really don't like homosexuals. Like, some of the lawyers and, like, the higher-ups at the law firm really don't like homosexuals. And then, you know, before it goes to trial, there's also, like, an interaction between people who work for the company where they're, like, to one of the guys, "You didn't know he had AIDS, did you?" And the guy kind of, like, freezes. And so it's like a double whammy of they really hated this guy. So they took his work and made it look like he did lesser work or no work, when in reality, not only did he do the work, he did it at a high quality. And so it kind of gets into that, like that really icky kind of part of the universe. And so he goes and seeks the help of a lawyer, and it's like the 10th lawyer that he goes out to speak to. And initially gets turned down because the person really doesn't like homosexuals and doesn't know that much about AIDS, even goes and talks to his doctor, you know, to give him like, how is this spread? And so, but he eventually comes around after they're both in the same library researching for their respective case, and the homosexual guy who has AIDS gets discriminated against publicly while this other lawyer is present, and he like comes over and it ends up like kind of being like, okay, I'll help. All right, so like actually seeing discrimination and harassment in a public setting, in a public library, right, kind of like is what kind of goes, it's not okay, I'm gonna help. So so that's like the first, what, like 35-ish minutes, and then it kind of goes to the court proceedings, and it's a little over this for this disc, it's a little over 2 hours. Okay. It has Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington, Antonio Banderas in it. Autoimmune deficiency syndrome, AIDS. Essentially, a person's immune system can no longer function on autopilot. This is my thinking / recalling / trying to put it into like some sort of context. If medicine got the terminology correct and I understand it correctly, the name implies a person could fight it, AIDS, off if they fully engaged / improved their immune system. I think that's where the like hope part of a cure comes in for this virus, or condition, I should say. Perhaps this reflects a strict standard from when AIDS broke out, only a few years away from 1977. First case was in 1981, so far as I have encountered. And homophobia at the time, when it broke out. So the victims really should be able to change, and here is how. So I guess I'm saying part of the naming of this condition actually comes from like homophobia, of like they should be able to improve their immune system. It should, like the so an example here may be someone with HIV deciding to treat it like they have AIDS. Their own decision / behavior causes them to get AIDS as they disengage autopilot their immune system through denying the reality of their condition, HIV, not AIDS. So there's like trying to figure out the like, is that actually reflected in the medical industry as well? And then perhaps there are people in the world these days who hoard their HIV and or AIDS diagnosis as a scarlet letter of sorts. They seek to play it at the right time to cause maximal heartbreak impact. It would be like a pendulum swing in the other direction of this movie. A bizarre / out there idea for AIDS based on my measly understanding of it. Perhaps those who push electronics excessively this includes electric vehicles, are HIV and or AIDS susceptible. Some things about electronics pushing behaviors correspond to an immune system deficiency. There we go. As my movie notes on Philadelphia, 1993 film, 21 August 2025.